Welcome to Watamu, where the air smells like sea salt and possibility. This 4-bedroom retreat wears white and grey like a perfectly relaxed outfit, stylish, easygoing, and somehow always ready for sunset photos. If houses could wink, this one would. So let's take a tour of this property and see what it has to offer. See those elegant pillars? They're doing the heavy lifting with class, supporting the second floor like patient bodyguards who moonlight as interior decorators. No cantilevers in this house, no drama, just architectural integrity with a touch of flirtation. Photogenic, practical, and impossible not to love. The pool's invitation is very clear. Jump in, float slow, pretend you're on a holiday every day. Surrounded by a sun terrace and lounging spots, this outdoor area is built for sunset cocktails, energetic cannonballs, and the kind of lazy afternoons where time politely takes a nap. Stone walls and white grey tones keep the vibe polished even when the kids are not.
We are out here in Watamu looking at this delightful villa. Already you can see some of the things that are happening over here. You've got white and grey facades that are just giving elements of modernity. Then you've got your cladding surrounding the whole property.
Walk up the path and you'll notice how the house sits with confident calm, wrapped in natural stone that looks like it's been collecting good stories for years. The palette is fresh but grounded, like a linen shirt, kinda like the one I'm wearing, that somehow survived beach barbecues and still looks great. It's the kind of curb appeal that makes you slow down and just smile. These natural stone walls don't just look good on camera, they feel like a warm handshake from the house. They say we're sturdy, we're timeless, and yes, you can hang a hammock here.
Elevating into the property itself, you've got this beautiful terrazzo floor that continues on and on throughout the whole property actually. And it's a nice color. Loving the way they've staged everything on this side. On my right, if you come with me to this side, you have the kitchen and it just looks delightful.
This kitchen is built for conversation and for the experimental chef who also insists burnt garlic counts as smoky flavor. The counters are roomy, the layout keeps everyone in the loop, and the dining area looks out to the outdoors, so every meal feels like a mini vacation. Bring the snacks, bring the friends, and maybe bring a fire extinguisher for the ambitious cooking.
Excellent. Now into the terrace area on this side. I told you it's magnificent. This is your kitchen area where we're just talking about the food being served from this side. Bifold windows. We've got a photo sitting room which we're going to show you in just a moment. Here is your secondary dining area. This is the reason why you'll be missing your flights, ladies and gentlemen, because the parties, dinners, lunches over here would be absolutely spectacular. Into this section, you've got your swimming pool area, of which a towel is optional. You don't need a towel, but you definitely need a costume because you can just lie on those sunbeds and get to dry in a matter of minutes. The wind, the sun is spectacular. Another thing I love about this particular property is these pillars. Very circular, sturdy pillars, no drama, just class, and it's a magnificent terrace area with a beautiful pool. You've got the fountain going. I might just dive in.
Light pours into this living room like laughter at a good party. Soft, generous, and very welcome. The neutral tones and the space feel both airy and cozy. Perfect for lazy Sundays, book marathons, or that competitive board game night you swear you'll take seriously. By the way, I think that couch has seen more naps than Netflix. This guest bedroom practically apologizes for being so comfortable. Guests arrive, stay 3 nights, and suddenly start asking about your Wi-Fi password. Plush bedding, considerate closet space, and a vibe that says stay as long as you want without actually filing residency papers.
Lovely sliding door that takes you to the swimming pool straight away. Get into your pool, already that fountain is dry. Come back, dry, and just chill. If you want to leave the door open, the got net screening on this side just to still have the breeze of the Watamu coming, but you don't get any bugs from the space, which is absolutely spectacular. Terrazzo all through, and into this section, we've got the ensuite. Why don't you come and scare it? Now, into the ensuite of this particular particular property. Already you've got your video over here, water closet on this section. You've got a very nice varnish permanent plaster that's been put on the walls that looks low maintenance and really good. You can easily just get to wash it out. You've got your mirror on this side, vanity that's also with that same plastered material, terrazzo on the floor, and right behind me you've got your shower. So you've got chrome shower heads and you've got your chrome mixer. Position to just put in your shampoos, soap dishes, all of that within that section. I love the way they just elevated this section, so water doesn't pour into that side. Also a nice touch with this property, those very sturdy handles, and the choice of paint they chose for the doors. Very elegant. Love the way it just matches on the floor, just bits and pieces of the terrazzo. That about wraps it up for the lower level. What I appreciate about each and every room for this particular property is that you have air conditioning. So it's quite cool within the space.
As far as the project is concerned, from the beginning to the final, I was on the ground. The offtake of the project was nice. We made sure that we had a good start buzz. The reinforcement was fine as far as the base was concerned. Regarding in future, the probability of getting more floors on top. I guarantee that there's the probability of someone to go ahead with the project after maybe he has gone ahead to purchase the project. When we get into the quality of the work that was done, now you see the house has a different and highest class finishes. We use the terrazzo for the finishes, which is quite glittering and luminous. Into the rooms, we can see the beds are made from mvule, and mvule, as we know, is an African tree which is more stable and very hard. The finishes of the paint was silicone exterior, which is resistant to the weather condition, especially this area where we have the saline humidity. Anyone who wants to build the house, it is best for him, best to stay.
This property, found in Watamu, which is a gem, I would say, of the Kenyan coast, basically because of its position. You get the white sandy beaches, you get the mangroves, that is the other side of life, and then of course all the activities that are here in terms of kayaking, in terms of kiting and all that. And of course when you're talking about the property itself, it embodies both the modern architecture and the modern style, and also the coastal living. So we have materials that are locally sourced and others that are imported. So it serves everyone.
So the property is the entrance foyer on this side. Over here, you've got your door. Over there, you've got your secondary door. Now leading into the living room. Coming up here, we're going to have a look at the bedrooms. Again, remember I mentioned some of the linear windows that you have across the staircase, making the house very sustainable. That's what I'm talking about. Speaking of sustainable, solar power panels under the staircase. So KPLC is used as a backup for this particular property. But I love this whole space and how easy it is to just walk around and do whatever it is you want to do, because the place isn't that hard to maintain. Now into the very second bedroom.
Bright and flexible, this room adapts to your life plot twists. Nursery today, art studio tomorrow, TikTok headquarters next week. Neutral tones mean the room won't argue with your deco choices, and there's enough light to make homework look slightly more heroic. The master suite is a private little retreat where mornings begin with the sea whispers and slow coffee, light calm colors, and a balcony to make it feel like your own floating sanctuary minus the seasickness. This ensuite is practical luxury. Clean lines, mood-setting lighting, and enough space to pretend you're getting ready for a very important yet completely relaxed gala. See, the towels over here emerge fluffier, and the shower playlist mysteriously even sounds better. You leave feeling like a refreshed person even though you're still in yesterday's flip-flops.
Walking out into this terrace, it's expansive, it is massive, it's very huge. And I told you about these pillars. It's no drama, just class. They've managed to make it look spectacular, and I love how it looks. It's not cantilevered as support, it just looks brilliant. So you've got your swimming pool area over here, which definitely I foresee a cheeky child just jumping straight for it, although I would not advise, but I love how this whole area looks. We're going to talk about a few things on this side. So you've got your faucets on this section, so you could easily have some drinks over here, have a good time, or you could have some more drinks on this side, which has been given provision for, and just enjoy yourself and have a good time. Now, if you're one of those who wants to sort of partition this place and use it as a commercial business, the lighting system is different, such that you could have the light on this side and not on this side, or inversely the same light on here and not on the other side. It's just a magnificent space. This about wraps it up for this particular floor. Top floor is just a terrace in which you still have provision to continue, go higher, even up to 2 floors. As mentioned by the contractor, it's been a marvelous tour of this magnificent property. They leave you with some views of the top and the roads of the property.
So there you have it, a beautiful Watamu home that mixes solid pillar-backed structure with warm, lived-in charm and enough style to make your friends ask for the address. If you want a personal tour and a guided demonstration on pool etiquette, contact Property Focus and ask for PJ Ngigi, and I'll bring the keys, the smiles, and at least one terrible joke. This is Property Focus. Till next week, same place, same time. Goodbye.